Thank you for tuning in to the RaceGrooves Weekend Show. You know, it's not lost on me that thousands of people tune in every weekend or when they can get to this video during the week. That's the beauty of YouTube, right? It's on demand. You watch it when you have the time to watch it. Thank you for tuning in. We're coming up on, I think I saw October, so like 9 months I've been doing the weekend show. Thank you very much. I got my inspiration from, and I said this right at the beginning, from DeFranco, right? He does the Philip DeFranco show. Now, he does a show like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But on Friday, he does a recap of the videos of the week. And so that's why I recap my videos during the week, feature and highlight some comments that were posted during the week. So this way, it's a little bit of audience participation. And that's the beauty of YouTube, is that you can get inspiration from other people, right? And then you kind of implement it into your own style. Which brings me to my new channel. Yeah, I started a new channel. You know what? Other people have done this as well. Ghost Jerker, he has his main channel. But then he branched off and he took his Monster Truck Football League and he made that its own channel. Well, you know, so did, I'm friends with Mommy and Gracie show, Melissa. So they have their show. And, you know, she has segments that she does during that show. There's a little bit of philosophy that maybe some of those segments you should branch off and put it into your own channel. Hence, this new channel, it's going to be a specific show, specific format. So this way, if you like that show, you subscribe to that channel, and then you know exactly what you're going to get, because it's going to be that show. I can't tell you what it is because I have to wait 30 days before I can get the custom URL. I have to get at least 100 subscribers and wait 30 days. So that's why if you subscribe now, that'll help me get the custom URL. So then you'll find out exactly what the program's going to be. So if you like cars, competitions, tracks, that's the channel you want to subscribe to. Link is down in the description below. Now let's talk about the videos from the past week. This Truckin' Tuesday, well, I have it uploaded, but you can't watch it yet. It does have views because I gave my patrons on Patreon early access. You can find the link to Patreon in the description below. I did a Johnny Lightning case unboxing video. During the week, I happened to see a truck fire, so I uploaded a video of that. And Truckin' Tuesday, if you tuned in during the week, you seen this thumbnail. Well, I decided to change it. I wanted more focus on Mater, so that's the thumbnail that I have now. Tuesday was also Independence Day here in the USA, July 4th, where we celebrate Independence Day. I decided to show off a few more Disney Cars red, white, and blue vehicles. I left out Torquay because he has yellow. He's not red, white, and blue. He's red, white, blue, and yellow, so he got left out. But I did put in Raul Saru, Random Dude 18, just to let you know the red, white, and blue striped car is representative of France in Cars 2. Of course, I know that, but I was just showing red, white, and blue cars. I did leave out another one. How about this Ramon? What country do you think he represents? Elijah Roman wanted to know, can Hot Wheels cars fit in this set? Well, since the Disney cars are bigger than Hot Wheels, of course Hot Wheels will fit. Even bigger Hot Wheels, like the Monster Dairy Delivery. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video with those types of models. On Wednesday, I had another truck video, but it was a truck fire, a real-life truck fire. The Great Turkey commented, cool video. Prayers go to the truck driver and his family. I didn't see anybody around. I didn't see any paramedics or anything of that nature. So I would assume he got out. I forgot to look around for anybody. In the description, I said that news organizations can use the video only that day. And Usual Mike Television, he said, let us know in the weekend show if your footage makes the local news. Nice job of filming. Thank you very much. You know what? I checked. I recorded all of the news programs. None of them used it because there was a lot more sensational news from the day. However, my son did get some video. He got some video of me videotaping the truck. Nice job. I did a Johnny Lightning case unboxing video for Classic Gold Release 2, the A and B assortments. Route 164, great set of Johnny Lightnings. Always watch you review them. Always enjoying these vids. Thanks, Mark. Thanks again to Round 2 for sending them for review. Diecast Daddy commented, very nice batch. I've been very selected in which Johnny Lightning vehicles I purchased since the return. I am, however, a sucker for a truck. Well, I'm glad you take a look and pick and choose. Of course, you know, I'm not saying buy every color, every release, but it's nice to have some quality diecast in the collection. Early in this video, you notice that some people had access to Truckin' Tuesday already. That's because for as little as $1 a month, I will give patrons early access to some videos. There are other perks, including shoutouts during the RaceGrooves weekend show. Thanks to Robert Phillips, Ishmael Hernandez, Cliff Marshall, Joe Smith, Nicholas Holmes, and Gordon Ferguson. A while back, I showed the Hot Wheels Retro Entertainment, the Halo series. There's 5 different models. This is 2 of them. In the RaceGrooves community, there was some discussion as to whether there had been any diecast in regards to mature rated properties. The early Halo games were rated mature, and here is one diecast from a mature movie, rated R, Mad Max. I think this was available, maybe you had to purchase the DVD or something, I'm not sure. I acquired this later on. On the back, nothing in particular, just a mass-produced product from China. I bought 2 so I can crack one open. Let's check it out. Has a plastic base, as you can tell, plastic tires. It does have pretty good detail on the base. The wheels seem to roll okay. The weapon part in front, since it's part of the base, is plastic as well. Not a bad diecast replica. Let's do a size comparison with the Hot Wheels Ford GT Race. Pretty much the same size. Not a bad little diecast replica, to be honest with you. If you like the movie, it's kind of neat to have a little toy. I'm sure they got larger diecast models from, you know, more authentic diecast manufacturing companies. This does have a metal body, though. Just one more thing to test. Yep, got to see if it fits in the track and if it rolls well. Hey, not too bad. In the last weekend show, somebody set me up and told me that the 67 Pontiac Firebird 400 from my case unboxing video was a new model. I'm just teasing. He said it, but I didn't research thoroughly enough. It's my fault for including it in the show and not doing proper research. This is actually the new model that's coming up, new for 2017, custom 67 Pontiac Firebird. That Hot Wheels model is from none other than Brendan Vatuski. He's a Mattel employee, so hey, he got his real car made into a Hot Wheels car. I know I'll be looking for it. Of course, in the RaceGrooves community on Facebook, Mr. Cavateño couldn't pass up the opportunity to give me a hard time. I know he's just teasing me. That's what it's about. It's just about have fun collecting toy cars. Here are the pictures that he shared of the previous colors of the Firebird. Not the new one that's coming up. That's a different casting. It's fun to collect toy cars. It's also fun to collect little figures that display very well next to them. I have some in-store footage of a whole bunch of these. My Off the Pegs video is coming up next. At a USA Walmart store, I found this huge display of Nano MetalFigs. They are from JadaToys. We just call them Jada though. They are all metal. The singles are 97 cents and the multi-packs are only $4.84. What a great price. All metal. And you know what? The printing was really good. These 5-packs do have exclusive figures, but most of them are available in the singles. As you probably noticed, this display is practically full. I was one of the first people to get to it. I went through the whole thing. It must have took me like an hour and a half. I find out later on that Walmart employees are talking about me. That's okay, because some people talk about them too. You know, I went through the whole thing. That means I got to find the ones with the best printing. You know, the printing's really good, but sometimes you can get the eyes are a little offset, or maybe there's a little smudge. You know, Aquaman was the hardest one to find because he has like his staff right in front of his arm. So the painting, well, it's not quite the best on him, but otherwise they look fantastic. With them being all metal, Hulkbuster is heavy. And I'm sure the first ones that sold were the ladies. I went back recently. Well, there's a lot of Harry Potter left and some of the other figures. Really nice detail. I bought all of the multi-packs. And if there was a single from a multi-pack, I didn't buy the single because it was already in the multi-pack. The reason I went through the whole display is when I got near the bottom, it seemed like some of the characters only had like half a row instead of a full row like the ones on top. Let me show you pics of singles that are not in the multi-packs and some group pairings. By the way, the Harry Potter pack showed 2 different packs on the back, but I was only able to find one. Surprisingly, over at Target, some of the Disney Cars 3 products are being clearanced. As far as the exclusive McQueen with the special gold packaging and the gold decorations, either they got a bunch or somebody had bought them, couldn't flip them for a profit, and dumped them back at the store. This one's cool, but it's $299. I don't know if I'm going to buy that one, even if it does go on clearance. Last week I showed some blings, and I Like Tacos, Cats, and Cars commented that the Mitsubishi Pajero is actually not a blings. Well, I got the package, and he is correct. The Mitsubishi Pajero was part of the Tuned series. Gets confusing because it's kind of a similar style of car. It gets even more confusing when you have the Chrysler 300C. It's a little low on the plastic blister here. The Chrysler 300C, yeah, look, Tuned series, but when it came out, what was it? Oh, what is this? What is this? Bling? Tuned? Make up your mind. What series it's going to be in? I don't know. But nonetheless, let me go ahead and, since I got some cars out, let's take a look at some more blings. Here you have the, oh, by the way, the reason these are missing the UPC is because back then they had mail-ins too, so the UPC was used for a mail-in. Check out the Ford Bronco Concept 2005 first edition. There's a look at the 2005 Bronco. And does it show? Yeah, it says Ford on the tailgate. I'm not sure if it's focusing there. Got a few trucks to show you and a couple others as well. Here you have the blings Dodge Ram pickup. This one's pretty cool. I like this one. Hummer. Oops. Don't hit the camera, Bubba. Blings Hummer H2. This one looked fantastic with blings. Just looked really good. This was a popular one for me. I picked up a few of these. Block o' Wood. 2005 first edition blings. There's a block of wood. I thought I had another color here to show you. Oh, there it is. I guess if I just followed my list, I would do okay. Here's an alternate color. This one was at least 2005 right there. So same year. Now let's show a car that I did not show last week. 2005 first edition blings. You have the 67 Chevy 67 Chevy 2. This one, beautiful paint job. Looks fantastic. I didn't get too many of these. I don't know if I took a break, wasn't collecting, but I don't have a whole bunch of these. As far as this one here, you have the blings out of line. I showed the blue version. It was actually a purple version that was hard to find. Somebody said, hey, doesn't it look like the R32? Oops, R34. I think I said R32. Do you think Hot Wheels took the Nissan Skyline GTR R34, turned it into a blings, but then just changed the name to Out of Line? I don't know. What do you guys think? By the way, when you guys ask if I can make something the very next video, it's just not possible. I'm not here. I can't do requests. You know, I got other things to do as well. And most of the time I have something else planned. But on that note, I'll try to get them into the weekend show from time to time. What do you think? Does Tour de Fast look like Avant-Garde? Let's take a look. Here you have Tour de Fast. Has a bicycle on top. Avant-Garde. Well, they have some similarities, that's for sure. Take a look at the noses. Yeah, very, very similar. I say that the front's exactly the same. But when you look at the side, yeah, it looks like a sedan or a wagon version of Where do you go? Where did Avant-Garde? I forgot the names over here on the side. It's not on the bottom. Definitely looks like a wagon version of Avant-Garde. Then they put some bicycles on top. I think so. What do you think? And there has been another couple Hot Wheels models that have bicycles with them. Here you have the Pop Cycle. On the other side, you can see a bicycle. This is a 1999 first edition. Here you have Pedal de Metal. This one was a 2009 first edition. And you know what? This was the only time it was released, as far as I know. It got this one release. If you check it out right there, there's two guys sitting there, and they're pedaling their little Hot Wheel. That's pretty cool. So if you're looking for a Hot Wheel that's one and done, this is one of them, as far as I know. And let's see how many other YouTubers take that information and make their own video. I'm sure I got people watching. They're going to do it. Back to the blings. Some people love them. Some people hate them. Steve Goodwin. I compare the blings cars to a tuned car. Just the oddball shape of them. Paul Wooten. Love the blings. For some reason, I was just sorting mine over the weekend, and I didn't realize I had so many. Thomas P. I am not a huge fan of the blings series. My son loves them and the Toon series, so we do buy them when we see them. I am more of a collector of police vehicles and the treasure hunts. I like the thrill of the hunt for the treasure hunts. And Petrus Ari, great weekend show. Love the blings collections lineup, especially the licensed cars. If only Hot Wheels make those blings for next year, for sure I will collect them all. I forgot to leave a note as to where Lexi posted this comment. But you know, I've been seeing, it seems to get more common that a little bit of metal flashing getting stuck in the wheels. Well, that's because the tooling, the cars are made, the metal parts made, it's like on a spruce or a tree. And when they break it off of that spruce, I think it's called, the tree, it's actually hooked in right there, the metal part. So when they break it off, sometimes there's a little remnant right there. Lexi Shriver, for your information, if your cars have that flashing error, you can contact Mattel and they'll send you a new one or a $5 certificate. In the USA, we have a guarantee. They have a product guarantee, and it's on our packages. It's not on the worldwide packages. I replied, asked, is that what happened to you? If you claimed a damaged Hot Wheels model, they offered you a $5 certificate. Because I don't know, I don't waste my time sending in for $1. I just eat it. I just throw away the toy. It's not worth it, $1. Lexi Shriver responded, RaceGrooves, I did it for a 2015 Matchbox, and I sent in the report in 2016. So they gave him, or her, I'm not sure, a $5 Mattel certificate. So maybe that's what they do nowadays. I'm not sure exactly what they do, but thank you for letting me know that you did apply for a refund and that you did get something. Bob Al asked RaceGrooves, where do you get your track layout ideas? You know what? I just kind of start with something and then I grow from there. I build on from there. Sometimes I have to change it because it doesn't work out. You know, once I start with the cars, I realize maybe it's not quite working out. I need more space between the boosters, and then it could totally change. There was one that I started last year with 2-lane downhill track, and it was just going to be a gravity type thing with maybe kickers. Well, I realized I needed more parts, so that one got shelved, and now it might be my next one actually, because I got the parts I need. So then I just, you know what, I just start with an idea and I go with it. Thankfully, I have a lot of parts, so that means I can come up with a lot of ideas. And also we have Ken Windsor, ask RaceGrooves, love your case code because it's your case. Yeah, because that case was MK, Mark Kasimoff. It's my case. No super, what happened? Anyways, question, and he wonders if all the 2005 Mustang Super Treasure Hunts are being shipped with the front and rear splitters in the up position. If so, bummer, as I think it looks better with them down and not coming out of the blister. Thanks, and keep up the awesome work. Well, first of all, I don't work for Mattel, and they make hundreds of thousands of these cars, right? So how am I supposed to know if they ship them all like that? I'm just teasing them. But the deal is I've said the same thing. Mattel, if you have a car and they have the splitter to where you can adjust the splitter in the front or the rear of the car, when it's on display in the package, why not have it straight out, how it's supposed to be in real life? Because collectors would want it to look that way, and they keep them in the package. Whereas a kid opens it up, more than likely, eventually they'll figure out that the splitter moves and they can send it through the loops. But what can I tell you? You know, They don't necessarily listen to you or me. Raf from John. Hi, Mark. Super started in 2007, not in 2013. Yeah, you know, what I was thinking when we were talking, I mentioned super treasure hunts in a recent video, is that in 2013, they went to basic treasure hunts being one car and super treasure hunts being another car. That's why 2013 popped in my head. Now, like he's saying, is 2007. That's when they actually stopped having just one a month. That's when they started having a basic and a super. But when they first started, and I should have looked, now I might make a mistake again. Anyways, before the separate basic and super were different cars, for a while they went with the basic car was the same as the real car. It says treasure hunt on the package, but it was still a basic car. And then they made a superized version of that basic treasure hunt, and it had rubber tires, special paint. But the treasure hunt for that period, for that case, was the same car. So yeah, thank you for correcting me. I misspoke. That boy, it's 5 a.m. and I'm trying to sleep. Yeah, last weekend show went late. You know what? Sunday night, I was here till 2:30 in the morning, so Monday morning. And it's like, do I wait to publish it like Monday at 8 o'clock when I usually, sometime during the day, right? I just push it live. Besides, YouTube's worldwide. So even if I push it live at a certain time here, it might be day. Over there in the Eastern Hemisphere of the globe, you know, it's overnight. So, you know, whenever I can publish it, I mean, I try to publish it earlier in the day because this way, let's say if I publish it sometime between 8 and 12 a.m., well, guess what? We're awake here, or 8 and 11. If we're awake here in the USA, over in Europe, it's actually evening, right? So it's kind of a good time. But last week, it was late. Thankfully, I'm going to get this one up during the actual weekend. It's the weekend show. Larry Chu, RaceGrooves, if you have 1 million subscribers, make a 1 million subscribers special vid, including track time. Well, good idea. It ain't going to happen. I'm barely going to make 500,000. I'm going to hit that probably about 5 weeks, 4 weeks. Who knows? You never can tell. But I am very thankful they had 500,000 subscribers. That's a huge number, right? What's even nicer is to have 500 million, I think 600 billion? No, 600,000. So I have over 500 million views, about 600 million views on my channel. That ain't too shabby either, if you know what I mean. Marshmallow 9000M, do you have different models of every track star? And I can't believe I saw a Hot Wheels commercial before this. It said it's truck day, and it had one Hot Wheel that was the same as one of his, as one of mine, they say. I don't have to have every color of every car, you know. And sometimes some cars I get as many as I can, but I don't have to have every color, every car. Sometimes a little sampling is good enough. Now, I definitely do like to have more samples of cars that work on the track. And finally, yeah, you know, I wanted to comment on the Hot Wheels commercial. Yeah, you know what? Very few of my videos are sponsored by Mattel. I pay for every case. I pay for practically everything. Johnny Lightning sends me their stuff, right? But Mattel, they don't send me nothing, right? I've had a few sponsored deals in the back, but in the past, always I pay for it all. That being said, I do know that their ads get run on my channel, right? So while I might not get the big bucks for having a sponsored video, I do know that this channel is somewhat supported by Mattel and other people as well. And Nosy Koi or whatever. Wait, my name on your video? Yeah, because you posted a comment and it got featured, just like this one. And he actually asked this question last time. It was a two-parter, and I forgot to get to the other part. Thank you, man, for responding. Also, ask RaceGrooves, are you excited for the next Hot Wheels 50th anniversary? Well, guess what? The 30th anniversary in 1998 is when it first started. So there was a lot of people between 95 and 98, 2000. There was a big time period. A lot of people were collecting during that time. Came into the hobby, right? I'm still around. A lot of people have left. Maybe a lot of people are still here, too. I don't want to misstate that. But nonetheless, so 30th anniversary, 35th, they had Highway 35. That's why it was Highway 35. It was a 35th anniversary. 40th anniversary, they had a little bit of products with the 40th anniversary logo. I honestly don't remember anything with the 45th anniversary logo, but 50th, 50 is a big number, right? So, you know, they got stuff planned. They've been planning for it for already a year and a half, all right? As a matter of fact, if this is, right now we're in July of 2017, so 8/2018, they've already practically finalized everything for the anniversary next year, because they gotta get things trademarked, patented, package design, everything, right? It's probably already done. Going to start production at some point, right? Am I excited for the 50th? Exact words. Are you excited for the 50th anniversary? I'm going to be here to celebrate the anniversary. Am I excited? I'm looking forward to buying some things from my collection. So, but I like lots of companies. I hesitate to say I'm excited. It's not my company. If it were my company, I'm going to have to get a new chair. Excited. Well, I wouldn't say I'm excited. Look, back when they had the 30th anniversary and they had a lot of stuff, a lot of things, right? I learned a lesson. They take basic cars and turn them into real nice whatever and charge $8 for them. A lot of that stuff ain't worth nothing, okay? Some of it you want. Back then it was the VW bus is the one, and they used it as part of the lineup. I have no idea what their plans are for the 50th. No, absolutely no, nothing. I don't have any ideas, not even a clue. I suspect they're going to do kind of the same. Is some of that going to be shown on my channel? Yeah, some of it probably will be. But more than likely, they're not going to be looking to sponsor any of those videos. So my participation is probably going to be sparing. It's going to be a number of videos I have. They'll be sparingly sprinkled through my content. Like I said, I'm working on a new channel. That's going to be a big focus of what's going on in the future. And subscribe to that channel. I'll give you a link at the end. I actually can put a direct link to a video that I have. So if you haven't done so yet, I'll have a link on screen that you can click on mobile or on the computer. But I'm going to be focusing a lot of attention on that. The Track Time channel, turned out, I knew it was going to happen. I really have to build a massive library before I even can start publishing content. So I'm still working on the Track Time channel. It's going to have to wait. I'll give a link for that too, in case you haven't seen it. But as far as this up, it's going to be 3 words. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, you're gonna see. I hope to have like at least once a month audience participation. That's what I'm excited about. Why? Because this mind is something that I do, and I get to interact with people. I'll be looking forward to adding some of the 50th anniversary stuff to my collection. I do with every company. Sparingly, buy what I like, buy what I can afford, and I enjoy the hobby, and I hope you do the same. Like I said, here's a couple videos that lead to my other channels if you want to check them out. Well, let me scoot over, because I did a video with Jeremy on my gaming channel, so we'll squeeze that one in too, in case you want to check out that 3rd channel. Anyways, thanks again. Patreon, I mentioned Patreon. There's a link for that too. Thank you for watching. Happy collecting. Bye-bye. That's going to bother me now. What am I going to do?